sauce you like better in eggplant lasagna, red or white? In this video, I'll share with you 2 eggplant lasagna recipes, one in tomato sauce and the other one in creamy cashew and almond sauce, low in carbohydrates and gluten-free. Hi, I'm Ingrid. Welcome and thank you for returning to my vegan lifestyle and cooking channel, the Heirloom for Cuisine. Today's message is to rethink the areas in your house where you can make changes to reduce solid waste. The first critical area where solid waste is generated significantly is the kitchen. When possible, increase the consumption of whole foods, cook more at home and be more sustainable. Buy food in bulk to reduce solid waste, disposable containers and plastic bags. Save the clean skin of vegetables in your freezer until you have a considerable amount to make vegetable broth. Avoid buying so many cleaning products that usually have the same ingredients. Identify and choose biodegradable cleaning products next time. And very important, zero waste at parties and holidays. Use cloth napkins and ceramic plates instead of disposable. And next time you give a present, think of something that are really useful and long-lasting use. Today in this video, I'll share with you 2 eggplant lasagna recipes, one in tomato sauce and the other one creamy cashew almond white sauce, low in carbohydrates and gluten-free. Wait until the end of this video for a short recipe of gluten-free breadsticks. Follow me on Instagram for short recipes and more tips of how I can take care of the planet. And subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be the first one to receive these recipes and tips for taking care of the environment. Now let's continue with the recipes. First, we're going to prepare the eggplant lasagna in tomato sauce. Choose a large eggplant for this recipe to get large slices. Peel the eggplant and cut into thin slices. If you can't get a large eggplant, you can make horizontal cuts. Save the peels to dehydrate them and make a seasoning mix or to make concentrated vegetable broth. Make sure the slices come out the same thickness of about 1/4 inch or 5 millimeters. Sprinkle the eggplant slices with paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper on both sides. Drizzle olive oil on both sides and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes or saute them in a fry pan with little oil, but do not cook too much. Take advantage of the oven that is on and brown the peels a little, sprinkle with ground garlic, herbs and pepper. Remember to take the peels out in about 10-12 minutes. With a large eggplant, you can get about 2 servings. And I use 1 kilo of ripe tomatoes to make the sauce. Start with peeling the fresh tomatoes. Place them into hot or boiling water until they break the skin. Be a little patient because it may take 1 or 2 minutes to see the skin split. Remove the skin of the tomatoes and transfer to a pan. Saute the tomatoes with a tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of dry basil, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of dehydrated tomatoes, preserving olive oil, half teaspoon of turmeric, salt and pepper to taste. In the link above, you find the recipe to make dried tomatoes. Cover and let it saute for 10 minutes over low heat. Then blend the tomatoes until achieving a creamy consistency and then put the sauce back over low heat to bring to a simmer. You can add more basil to enhance the flavor and the smell of the sauce. Choose the mold where you're going to bake the lasagna. You can make portions together in the same mold or individually as I show you in the video. Start with some sauce in the bottom of the mold and then add a slice of eggplant. Keep layering until achieving the desired amount of the serving. You can add some nutritional yeast in a few layers to give a bit of cheesy flavor. Bake for 40 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It's seems like a long time, but I tried 20 minutes and the eggplant was still hard to split. So I left it another 20 minutes and it came out soft. Optional, you can put 1 or 2 slices of vegan cheese on top. This Chow brand of cheese I use has 4 grams of carbs on each slice, so you choose if you want to reduce these carbs from the recipe. And this is how this low carb, gluten-free eggplant lasagna in tomato sauce looks like. Juicy and full of flavor. Enjoy! Now let's move on to the second option of lasagna with cashew almond white sauce. Go through the same process of thinly slicing the eggplant and sprinkle some garlic powder, pepper, and salt to taste. Drizzle olive oil on both sides and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes, or saute them in a frying pan with little oil, but do not cook too much. We're going to prepare the sauce based on cashews and almonds. You have 2 options to make this cream. The first one is hydrating whole cashews and almonds for an hour and then peeling the almonds. And the second option is to use cashews and almond flour. I had whole cashews and sliced almonds that were already peeled, so I ground a cup of each. Mix 1 cup of cashew flour and 1 cup of almond flour to hydrate with 2 cups of water for about an hour. Then blend with half cup of tofu, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, salt and pepper to taste. I used the hand blender and it didn't help me to make the cream very smooth. When I was passing the sauce through the strainer, the sauce had a lot of lumps, so I put everything in the blender and I processed everything for a minute at high speed. When I poured the sauce through the strainer again, I didn't get any residue left. I suggest you go for the blender or food processor right away to get a smooth, creamy sauce. Choose the mold that you're going to use to bake this lasagna if you want to bake individual servings or you want to make separate servings but in everything in one mold. Keep layering everything until achieving the desired amount for 1 serving. You can add nutritional yeast in between few layers to give a bit of cheesy flavor. Don't add too much sauce before baking, just enough to cover the eggplant. Bake for 40 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and when it is 5 minutes to go to be ready, add more sauce and place on top of the lasagna 1 or 2 slices of vegan cheese. This is optional. You can sprinkle some grated lemon peel on top, and here is this amazing creamy white sauce eggplant lasagna. It is very creamy and with a mild flavor. Enjoy! And wait, stay because I'll share with you a super simple recipe for low-calorie and gluten-free breadsticks. The ingredients you will need are 1 cup of almond flour, 1 tablespoon of vegan butter, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, sesame seeds, approximately 2 tablespoons, a pinch of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Mix all the ingredients, and when the dough is manageable, wet your hands to avoid the dough sticking on your hands and make thin rolls. Spread some sesame seeds on a plate and pass the rolls over the seeds to stick together. Put the rolls on a baking sheet and bake at 350 Fahrenheit degrees for 25 minutes. Let cool down completely before removing from the baking sheet to avoid breaking easily. In the link above, you'll find the recipe for 3 vegan patties along with the recipe to make hamburger buns as well. Enjoy these simple vegan recipes. Remember, reduce, reuse, recycle for you, for the animals, for future generations, for the planet. Thanks for watching this video to the end. I hope you enjoyed these recipes. Please leave me a comment in the comment section below this video about what sauce you like best with your eggplant lasagna, tomato sauce or creamy white sauce. It's hard for me to decide what sauce is better. I love both tomato sauce and creamy white sauce for eggplant lasagna, but I usually make more tomato eggplant lasagna. Remember, we are responsible for the solid waste we generate in our houses. Reject, reduce, clean and separate the solid waste you generate in your house. Bye-bye.